'Twas the night before Christmas, Delmarva shining bright. All along the coast, the holidays were in sight. It's a holiday for all with a mission of cheer. Cultural traditions celebrated each year. Unwrapping gifts with glee and joy. We bless our children. Everyone gets a toy. Finding the perfect Christmas tree. A holiday tutorial for you and for me. A movie classic plays out in real time. The kids are all there and it turns out just fine. Entire communities leading with love. That's something the world could use a lot more of. Finally, we celebrate holidays through parades and song. It's a Delmarvalous Christmas. All of you, come along.
Good evening and welcome to a Delmarvalous Christmas. I'm Madeline Overturf, joining you from the nation's summer capital, Rehoboth Beach, where Christmas is clearly alive and well. Tonight we're taking you to towns all across Delmarva to show you what Christmas means to them. But to start our program, what better way to see Christmas than through the eyes of a child? Tonight, Coast TV News' Elisa Weber takes us to show us what Bless Our Children means to the littlest ones on the peninsula.
In a difficult world, the Rehoboth Beach Boys and Girls Club is a place where kids can go and know they are cared for.
I like coming to a club because it's mostly exciting and fun things to do, and it's good for me to, in the afternoon, for me to get my homework and stuff done.
They're really all my friends. I know all of them here.
During the holiday season, the Bless Our Children campaign gives a portion of the money raised to the club, ensuring every child has a gift to open Christmas morning. Leanne Partee-Shreves, the club director, says while donations any time of year are needed, it's especially appreciated during the holiday season.
It just means that we can give even more to our children and our families.
And it's not just the Boys and Girls Club. Since 2012, Clothing Our Kids has been providing at-risk students in Sussex County with clothing for school free of charge.
A lot of the kids who receive our donations have never had new clothing before. And we've had parents and teachers tell us how excited they are to get clothing that has a tag or a wrapper on it. So it's a simple, easy thing to do, and it's a gift to us to be able to participate.
Thomas says the clothes bring confidence and support, and not just for the children.
One mother I recall said that it was such a blessing to have the gift of new clothing because she wouldn't have been able to send her kids back to school in the fall in the same clothing that they wore last year because they'd be subject to so much bullying.
The holiday season is a special time of year, and children especially deserve to experience all of the magic this time of year brings.
You know, we want to see our children reach their high potential, to see greatness. I mean, support can be whether it's, family situations or just a hug.
By donating to the Bless Our Children campaign, you are making a lasting difference. For a Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Elisa Weber.
Hey everyone, it's Christina DeRobertis here in Bethany Beach. We're on the beautiful boardwalk checking out this gorgeous Christmas tree. And Christmas trees, there's just something about them, don't you think? They warm your heart, they bring people together. And up in Milford, there's a very special collection of Christmas trees. We take you there. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Milford for the 37th Annual Festival of Trees. It's benefiting Delaware's longest-running nonprofit, Delaware Hospice.
This is our annual event. Actually, it's our signature event, the Festival of Trees.
And these trees are donated by a person or a company. Like this wreath here, it's donated by the Ocean City Cruisers Car Club. And a lot of them, like this tree here, have a theme. Like this is an angel tree. Or a Mardi Gras masterpiece, even a golf tree.
Tees are all made with drill little holes and put hooks in them.
And some a true labor of love, like this one, with every piece and detail handmade by the neighbors of Southern Meadows in Magnolia.
Every year for the past 10 years, we've created a Christmas tree for the Festival of Trees. My husband is a wood carver, and he carves ornaments. And a neighbor who is a quilter creates these neat little angels that each have a little message inside of them.
It's all done to catch the eye, warm the heart, and bring in donations for Delaware Hospice.
This is one of our largest fundraisers. Local artisans and different people make things for us, we get things donated.
A festival of trees for a cause that touches so many lives.
We started this because the lady who does these crocheted pieces, her husband was here and he passed here. And we loved him dearly, and Delaware Hospice did such a marvelous job taking care of him.
Oh Christmas tree, a symbol of love and generosity. For a Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Christina D. Robertus.
I'm Matt Pensick and Lewis here at Hospitality Night. It's where everyone comes together to support local businesses and each other. It's kind of what Christmas is all about, right? As Emma Aiken shows us, that spirit of togetherness and joy can be found every year at the Holly Festival.
The small town of Milton was once the holly capital of the world. To celebrate the rich history of the region and a product native to the area, the Milton Holly Festival was born. For 31 years, the community and businesses come together in the spirit of Christmas.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas!
Brenda Galate was one of 90 vendors selling holiday gift baskets.
I love Christmas.
And even Santa Claus takes time from the North Pole to visit the former Holly capital.
My favorite part is I live all year just to hold one little baby. That's what I like. The Christmas spirit for me is holding the little babies.
The Holly Festival is the Milton Garden Club's biggest fundraiser of the year. Catherine Gregg says they sell wreaths, centerpieces, and of course, holly.
Everything is fresh. We go out all over Sussex County and gather the greens, and we fix everything ourselves.
From anything you can buy to all you can eat, it's a day filled with community spirit, combined with a historic feel, and amplified by the holly jolly joy of Christmas.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
A holiday tradition all about heartfelt connection. For a Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Emma Aiken.
I'm Charlie Sakaitis here in Milford, and we're hanging out with the man himself, Santa Claus. Santa, could you give us a big ho, ho, ho?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, all!
Well, you've got to love that, Santa. We've got all the good boys and girls here hoping to get presents under the tree. They've all got their lists ready to go. But Santa travels all over the world, and sometimes when he needs to, he gives the reindeer a break to get a different kind of ride. Brandon Ferguson has that story.
You've seen Santa Claus and the Grinch, but not like this. This Christmas crew can be seen riding up and down Delaware highways, spreading joy and smiles all Christmas season, even surprising some shoppers at the outlets.
And I only saw him in the motorcycle jacket. But then obviously as I saw everybody else, as I saw, the Grinch come in, then I realized it was like a whole thing.
The rides range the entire state of Delaware every weekend from Thanksgiving to Christmas. This ride we caught up with through Rehoboth Beach, riding through Rehoboth Avenue, and ending up at the outlets. These men have been doing this since 2021. They just want to be known as the name of their characters, and the reason these rides continue to this day is a story to hear.
We were up in the Newark area to a friend's house where they're in their neighborhood, and one of their neighbors was a retired pastor, and he wasn't in any means of celebrating Christmas. And when we rolled up on our bikes, dressed up and everything, he came out, shook our hand, tears in his eyes, and says, "I think you guys just brought me the Christmas spirit."
And if you missed them this year, you can catch them next year. Until then, me and the Grinch have to go get Santa.
Is that you, Santa Claus? Is that you?
For a Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Brandon Ferguson.
There is so much more a Delmarvalous Christmas to celebrate tonight. A Christmas classic comes to a Sussex County courtroom, but first, finding the perfect Christmas tree with a little help from some friends. A Delmarvalous Christmas returns after this.
Welcome back to A Delmarvalous Christmas. I'm Matt Pensick. I'm outside this awesome house in Millsboro. It's a light display like no other. That's what you'll see all over the coast, outside. But Coast TV's Brendan Conroy shows us how you can make what you see inside great.
Selecting, cutting, wrapping it up, and taking it home. That's the process of finding the perfect Christmas tree.
We have the freshest trees.
Don's Tree Farm in Greenwood has been selling Christmas trees for the past 16 years. Everyone has their own version of what makes the perfect Christmas tree.
I wanted a short one, so we got a short stubby one.
Mom gives the final word. She gives the final word.
Your tree can be pre-cut or sawed on site. For the Wilson family, working together is the key to finding the perfect tree.
You know, someone wants a tree and, you know, it's just not the perfect tree. So we go and we find one that we all collectively agree on that it's the perfect tree, and then we get that one.
If you thought the tree just starts off like this, you show up to the farm, wrap it up, take it home, then you've been mistaken. It actually starts off a lot smaller, like this little guy right here. Even Santa Claus himself flies in from the North Pole to spend weekends right here in Greenwood.
If I'm giving back and sharing a little bit of what I experienced as I was growing up, and just glad to be able to share that and give them that experience.
Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. It doesn't matter the type, size, or shape, or what presents are underneath. It's all about the love that goes into it.
This is our tradition. We've done this every year since he was a baby. So we take a picture and we keep a scrapbook. That's part of our family tradition.
For A Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Brendan Conroy.
When it comes to Christmas traditions, one of the coolest is right here in Ocean City, the Winter Fest of Lights, but certainly not the only one. Kevin Zapay shows us a little bit of a lot of lights across Delmarva.
Lights fill the air along the coast, and starting in Ocean City, you could experience the beautiful Winterfest lights in town, something Kathy and Carl Angus are loving.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome, and it's so pretty here, and the weather's perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better day or time.
The Winterfest lights have everything you're looking for, from the thousands of lights along the park, interactive lights you could press and step on to change colors, a classic tree filled with lights, hot chocolate to warm you up, and a fun slide that all the kids will enjoy.
Super fast.
But that's not the only thing you can find in Ocean City. If you drive up to Cane Woods, you could find one particular house that is all lit up for the holidays. Along with all the festive lights, this house also has an interactive button people could press that plays music, as well as snow that the kids can enjoy. With Christmas lights bright as ever in Ocean City, there's more where that came from up the coast right behind the Tanker Outlets in Rehoboth Beach, where you could enter Shellville completely free for the whole family to enjoy. The 5 acres of Christmas cheer includes train rides, sledding and snowball fights for the kids to enjoy, an ice skating area, live music playing throughout the village, miniature houses for the elves and children, and special appearances by Santa and Mrs. Claus. Elisa Titus, the director and marketing for the Shell Brothers, says it takes all year to prepare for the Christmas season, but it always pays off in the end.
We love this event so much because people come in and the joy is so apparent when it snows every 15 minutes, when they see all these magical things with the little kids just shrieking for joy in the houses.
And Cynthia Connolly and her husband loved their first ever walkthrough of Shellville.
It's just a delightful place to be. So enchanting, and the people are so warm and inviting, and all the exhibits are just lovely and tastefully done.
So whether you're in Shellville, Cane Woods, Winterfest, or any other light show along the coast, be sure to bring your whole family for the ride.
Merry Christmas!
For Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Kevin Zapay.
As we travel across Delmarva, we see how every place has its own unique traditions, kind of like Penny Lane here. I just love it. Still to come, Christmas traditions in the kitchen. What makes the holiday extra sweet for some in our community, plus reminding every child that they matter this holiday season and every day. A Delmarvalous Christmas returns after this. Welcome back to a Delmarvalous Christmas. I'm here at the Rehoboth Beach Christmas tree, which actually fell down a little bit ago, and the year prior it snapped in half. But it's standing strong and tall now. A reminder that even when you get knocked down, you get back up. And as Coast TV News' Zakia Jennings shows us, that's exactly what our Bless Our Children campaign aims to do by helping nonprofits and families in need.
Christmas. It's a special time of year for families and an even busier time of year for those working to get gifts for the children at First State Community Action Agency in Georgetown. Executive Director Bernice Edwards says every child should have at least one gift waiting for them under their tree on Christmas morning.
Making sure that they have an opportunity to be blessed at Christmas time.
Bless Our Children recipient Anastasia Jones says her and her daughter have been treated like family at First State.
We've been with the program for a few years now. My daughter has grown with the program. She's in 4th grade.
The holiday season is important to this family, but it doesn't come without its challenges.
Some years have been better than others as relates to finances and things like that. So in the years that we've needed assistance, we've been able to fill out the application, and we turn in the application to the after-school program staff.
Edwards says we're in trying times. More and more families are in need, and First State Community Action Agency and Bless Our Children are there for them with a helping hand.
Last year, we served 71 families and 193 kids.
To be able to lean on them during these hard times means the world to Jones. With the help of Bless Our Children, Jones can continue to give her daughter the Christmas she dreams of.
She's like, Mommy, my program gave me these gifts. And she'll go back and say, thank you so much. A lot of the kids are really happy.
With a helping hand and a Christmas wish list, kids with the Bless Our Children program will receive a gift from this bag or one of the other gifts that flood the floor of this office. In Georgetown, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Here in Berlin, the Christmas spirit has touched historic downtown, and it's pretty cool to see how all the different towns and cities do their own special thing for the holiday. Our Ana Sofia Roman shows us a tradition that is near and dear to Delmarva's Hispanic community.
Blending all the ingredients for coquito, a traditional Puerto Rican Christmas drink.
What I want is to have a cup for myself right now.
Angie and Rose Robles, the pair of Puerto Rican Dominican sisters who own My Sister's Fold in Milford, say they started making and selling it by customer request.
2 years ago, we started doing Morir Soñando in summertime, which is a Dominican drink. And then when the winter came, customers were like, well, you're making Dominican drinks in summer, why don't you make the coquito during the winter?
So, what is in this beverage? Vanilla, nutmeg, cinnamon, coconut milk, coconut cream, evaporated milk, and some secret ingredients we cannot share.
We always start with the thickest ingredient. That way we can blend it and make it thin.
All this process took about 10 minutes, but now we got to the best part. We're gonna try it here with Sweet Sister Rose.
Merry Christmas.
Delicious. Last year, My Sister's Fold sold over 400 coquito bottles in 2 months.
I like the fact that it represents Puerto Rico, but every customer from every nationality enjoy it, because it's like a Puerto Rican eggnog. We compare it like that, and sometimes we give samples as well, and customers from every nationality, they are like, oh, this is good.
Coquito is something that Robledo sisters grew up with.
But the coquito, we love it so much that, and people end up loving it so much that we gotta have it. We have to have it. And it's not that difficult to make.
And like I say, the calories don't count on Christmas.
A little taste to home in the First State. For a Delmarvalous Christmas, I'm Ana Sofia Roman.
Santa's not home here in Rehoboth because he's on trial. The Christmas crime you'll have to see to believe. A Delmarvalous Christmas returns after this.
I'm Charlie Sakaitis here in the Circle in Georgetown. You've been good all year. You listened to Mom and Dad. You even were nice to your brother and sister for like 15 minutes. And the trade-off, you hope, is that Santa Claus is going to leave you something under that tree for Christmas. But the whole empire was almost in trouble earlier this month when jolly old St. Nick was hauled in front of a Georgetown courthouse.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Santa's on trial.
Children the world over on pins and needles as Kris Kringle, aka Santa Claus, running afoul of the law over his identity.
I'm focused on making sure that Mr. Kringle is put into a facility so that he stays safe and that he doesn't cause any harm to himself. He thinks he's Santa Claus, so obviously he needs to be committed.
Journalists on hand to witness the spectacle with one question in mind: Santa, real or not?
We have to convince the judge that Kris Kringle is indeed Santa Claus. And that's a heavy lift, but I think we can do it.
Kringle himself sweating gumdrops at the prospect of being committed as a loon.
Well, I'm really worried that there are people who don't believe anymore. And I'm afraid that lack of belief might cause things to go poorly.
Early in the proceedings, Santa taking body blows from the prosecution.
Santa Claus is not real.
From the expert witness.
I formed an evaluation, the essence of which is he's delusional if he really believes he is Santa Claus.
But at the 11th hour, new evidence. Thousands of letters from good little boys and girls swaying the judge, saving Santa, Christmas, and the whole holiday season.
Oh, I'm thrilled and delighted that people who believe have come through for Santa Claus.
And when you come through for Santa, Santa comes through for you. It's the fastest track to the tippy top of the nice list.
What a night it has been, from the magic of Christmas to traditions you only see here on Delmarva. It really is the most wonderful time of the year in this most wonderful place that we call home. I'm Madeline Overturf, and on behalf of the entire Coast TV family, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.